Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Daily Wire senior reporter Mary Margaret Olohan to present the award for exceptionalism in journalism.
Well, good evening, everyone. It's a privilege to be here with you all as we honor a journalist who I have looked up to for a very long time. A woman whose work embodies not just professionalism and poise, but a deep and unwavering commitment to truth. Harris Faulkner is a 6-time Emmy Award winner, a best-selling author, host of 2 Fox News shows, and a loving wife and mother. But what truly sets Harris apart is her courage, her steadfastness in times when truth itself has been under siege. As our nation has struggled through global pandemics, lockdowns, rioting, denial of basic biological facts, weaponization of government, and more, many journalists have bent the knee. Not Harris. Day after day, she looks the American people in the eye and she tells them the truth. She's firm when it counts, calm when it matters. She's armed with facts and quick to correct her guests if they're wrong, but always with courage and grace, a much-needed model of authentic femininity in a powerful woman. One clear testament to this is Harris's unwavering stand against those who seek to erase women. When the world sought to silence anyone who dared argue against gender ideology, Harris was one of the few journalists who refused to back down, defending biological realities and her own daughter's future time and time again. And so it is my privilege and truly my honor to present the Exceptionalism in Journalism Award to a woman who continues to set the standard for excellence, Harris Faulkner.
Wow. Look at that bird. Oh, but it reminds me of why we're really here. They fly alone and they're the best. That's who we are as a country. Thank you. If I put that on there, I think it'll fall. Thank you. Thank you so very much. You know, I've been looking forward to this night, and the stories kept coming, and the greatness of America kept being more and more and more on display. And then today, what we were told and what some of the legacy media were saying would never happen, happened. And I heard, you know, the talk of supporting Jewish Americans and Israel on this day, on this very stage moments ago. And I thought, but it's bigger than that. My husband's Jewish. His family's elated. We now don't have that gloom and doom personally in our family hanging over us. But as Americans, we can proudly say that the breaking news story of today changed the world. And I don't know if I get that feeling when I watch the legacy media today. I flipped around the dial and I didn't get that feeling. I went over to Capitol Hill. The division among the Democrats toward the Republicans, and I'm just looking at it as a reporter here, was palpable. They hate the other side. That's part of the story. And whether people on the left want to tell it or not, I think that if we are going to report the news, we need to report all of it. By the way, there are a lot of Republicans in the House who are on the Hill, so I don't know what you've been being told, but they did show up. They have shown up. I start here with our exceptionalism because that's my job to cover it. And I feel like the job is a pleasure to do, and if everybody did it, it'd be a better country. I'm tasked divinely to tell the truth. My father fought. I look at the Secretary of War tonight, and I'm just chest out proud. Because as military families, and those of you who served in the audience, we are seen. And I've been part of that story. I picked up more stories tonight. But in order to be exceptional, we must act as though it is our divine assignment. And when people around us want to forget, remind them. We are a candle. We light other candles. We brighten dark corners. We are America. And notice the original candle never goes out by helping others. But that's a story that doesn't get told. My career has been marked by talking about my faith, my love of country, my love of the military. And I've had some push against me, but I've done it anyway. And the fact that I'm being recognized for telling the truth is the highlight of my career. I won't ever stop doing it. And when I am at a loss for how to exactly get to it, I pray about it. And I'm always looking to see if I can find a room filled with people like me. I am your people, and you are mine. We love the country. We want longevity. 249 years of this republic is not enough. The world needs more of us. We do love America. I love the Americans in the country. My father fought at a time when, in the 60s, late 50s, early 60s, there were signs up that said that maybe he couldn't eat here, he couldn't drink there, the country was divided. You think it's divided now, try that part of our history, and look at where we are. And he said to me, all of my young growing up years, he said, love America, she is special. And my mom said, you know, he always talks about the things he likes as a woman. But he's right, America is special. And so are the people in it. It is a joy to tell the stories of our time today. Such as a time as this is America. We're right on time. And the world may judge us, and they may think we have too much freedom. I don't even know what that means, actually. But people say that. They can judge, but we're lighting candles along the way. This is a great day, and I don't know what you watch, but my head is up high because we have a peacemaker in the White House, and I get to cover that. And look at that. All I have to do is say the truth. It's not that hard, but it's true. And I've been in wartime. Our Secretary of War knows what that's like. My father came home from fighting, and they were spitting on our men and women who had served or supported the members who served. And now we're losing 500 Vietnam veterans a day. That's a story you'll see me tell. And I don't know if Juan is sitting near here. Yeah. John, you've made such a difference. To stand on the stage tonight and know that you stood before me is an honor. You're saving lives. You're opening hearts. And you're getting us to see what the truth is. And now I'll tell that story. And Juan, one day I will beat you at volleyball. It's a long story. Anyway, they gave me a microphone, so this gets dangerous. Thank you for the recognition tonight. I want to thank the chairman, John Thomas, and Stuart Jolly, who's backstage, who called me up and said, we're going to do this thing on this night, and it's in DC. Can you make it? I wouldn't have missed it. I love this country. Our Constitution says, when you do the job I have, there's expectation that you will do it right. Expectation on my life to get it right comes from God. I have a big audience up there. My parents have joined heaven as well. I will not stop this, and I want to grow a whole new bevy of young journalists who get it. We're not flexing for the news directors and the managers who say you've got to do it this way. We're flexing for the truth. God bless you guys tonight. I thank Nestpoint again. Enjoy your evening. Oh.